Hey, remember a while back when I said that Superman was going to save the Arrowverse?
No, but go on.
Well, it turns out I was wrong.
Welcome back to the Out of Touch podcast. I'm Chris, that's Bill, and today we're talking about Superman and Lois Season 2. So, Bill, how did you like Season 2 of Superman and Lois?
Well, when it wasn't on break, I was really enjoying it.
Yeah, me too. The show took a lot of breaks, more than a usual show on TV. Then again, I don't really watch TV that often.
To be fair, this show, compared to like some of the other CW shows, they take a longer post-production period. So I think that, and everything is still backlogged when it comes to VFX houses, so I think that caused a lot of the breaks. And the fact that, I guess just during the spring, summer, there's just like, Final Four, Memorial Day, things you don't want to compete with.
Yeah.
Everyone's on holiday, Easter, spring break. You're not airing shows during that. That's stupid.
Definitely not. Yeah, for the most part, it was a continuation of Season 1, and it still continued to be really good. It's weird. It feels like I was watching the show for so long, though.
In some ways, we kind of were.
Yeah.
When did it premiere? February, March? I don't even remember at this point.
I don't know. Because I feel like, didn't it premiere in, the fall?
No.
Okay. Huh.
Granted, your watching schedule was all over the place. You finished it 2 weeks after it actually ended.
That's true, only because I can only watch the CW commercials so long. Also, just a note, if you're watching the CW app, play some different commercials. I swear to God, I see the same commercial for weird medication constantly. It's like, I know there's other stuff you can advertise. Just spice it up for me. At least have the different commercial breaks with different commercials in them, instead of having the same let's face it, 7 commercials each time.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
On the rare occasion that for some reason the episode doesn't get recorded by my DVR due to scheduling sports or whatever, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll spend the $3 on Amazon. Just to avoid having to deal with the commercials.
Man, I'm like, I pay for so many other premium shows. Various streaming services and whatever, but yeah. That aside, I will say, even though commercials aside, the show is good enough that I will continue watching it and deal with the commercials, where other CW shows have been like, I like this show, but I don't like it enough to sit through 7 commercials and 4 commercial breaks.
That's why you stopped watching Legends of Tomorrow.
That's exactly why I stopped watching Legends of Tomorrow.
It wasn't even the really terrible quality of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was the commercial breaks. But anywho.
Imagine if you kept watching.
Oh, man.
That's fine. That show's dead. Don't worry about it.
It's dead. It's never coming back. It's over.
It's gone.
But yeah, so anywho, Superman and Lois, Season 2. Superman's continuing being a dad. He's living in Smallville. Hilarity ensues.
Not really hilarity. But early on, we get something in the mines. There's loud noises. Boom. Something's punching its way from deep below, and it's wearing a hazmat suit, and it feels and looks like Doomsday is coming. But just kidding, it's Bizarro. But, swerve aside, it was cool seeing Bizarro.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I kind of got excited for Doomsday because I thought they set it up really well. And the last time Doomsday was on television was Krypton, and that was actually a pretty good rendition of Doomsday. It's actually the best one we've had. In your face. Whatever the hell that thing on Smallville was, and the less we say about the cave troll from Batman vs. Superman, the better.
Oh, man.
I don't understand why the design was like that. More spikes, damn it.
Yeah, but for another time, I guess, Batman v Superman. I thought the swerve of Doomsday for Bizarro was pretty great, too.
I don't think anyone would have seen that coming.
Yeah.
He has this giant, bulky suit. You're just like, oh, shit, here it is. Superman's going to get punched to death. And then the mask comes off, and it's just a cracked version of Tyler Eklund's face. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah. The stuff with Bizarro is pretty great. They did all the stuff you want. He's from a planet that's square.
They actually did a version of the Bizarro world.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Anytime they've ever did like a riff on Bizarro, it's usually like a clone or something like that. I think that's what it was on Smallville. I don't even know what the hell that thing was in the Superboy show because I saw pictures of it and I'm like, I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
Have you seen what that looked like?
I don't think so, but... Oh. No. Whoa. Wow. Is that like a digital effect or is that like a mask?
Dude, it's like the late 80s, early 90s. That ain't digital anything. That's a mask.
Wow, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, so needless to say, this show has the best version of Bizarro.
Yeah. I like the Bizarro Earth where everybody talks backwards.
I like the touch that they referenced Jerry Seinfeld as being the president of the United States because there's a great episode of Seinfeld that pays homage to the Bizarro world.
Huh.
It's a great episode.
That's interesting.
There's Bizarro versions of him and Kramer and George and Newman. You see his Bizarro Jerry's apartment. He's got a unicycle instead of a bicycle. He's got a statue of Bizarro. The way Jerry has a statue of Superman.
Huh.
Lots of great little touches. I love it. And Bizarro Newman works at FedEx.
Wow. Okay.
They thought of everything.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I love how they kept like Bizarro also where it's like he's got ice beams and fire breath.
Yes.
And I was like, nice.
I remember when, I think it was in the first season of Supergirl, they did a Bizarro Supergirl and it was like a clone. And they did that, but because Supergirl had blue eye beams, you couldn't tell.
It was ice beams, yeah.
Yeah, literally, it wasn't until like, oh shit, she's got ice beams. I'm like, she does? Okay. Here, you can tell. And the fact that he just spews fire from his mouth is hilarious and kind of awesome.
It is awesome.
That they have that one big fight, which is pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
I do. My one complaint with the Bizarro Doomsday twist is they did the Captain Luthor to Steel thing last year, and now they're doing the maybe it's Doomsday. Oh, no, it's Bizarro. I'm like, don't do that again. Stop it.
You're gonna do it again.
I swear, if they swerve Brainiac to Mr. Mixelplick or whatever, I'm gonna fucking throw a brick.
Oh man. Yeah. I guess like some of the other like subplots besides Bizarro, we got the whole storyline with Jonathan Kent taking X-Kryptonite.
Yes.
And it sort of gives him Kryptonian powers.
Yeah, because he finds out one of the other kids on the team is using it, and he gets competitive and starts doing it too. Ruins the whole season. Gets really. It's in
like
a lot of
school.
Yeah, he gets into a lot of trouble because it's like that shit caused a lot of problems the year before.
Yeah.
One detail that's kind of unresolved was that there was like this whole operation. I remember, I think it was Lois said there's a lot of money behind this, and they never find out who did it. I was suspecting that maybe it would be revealed to be like a Lex Luthor, but based on what we found out about the end of the season,
yeah,
I think it's Intergang.
Yeah, me too.
It's probably
like,
Intergang.
I'm like, okay, that's a nice little touch, that like that drug plot, which honestly I was surprised that it didn't get that annoying for me. Like I feel like it did go on for a while, but for the most part it was like pretty good the whole time. It's like, you know, he's covering for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's not telling anybody why he's covering for his girlfriend.
Who's not the girl he got together with at the end of the first season for some reason.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Huh?
It's just a different girl.
Yeah.
What happened to her? Shut up.
She moved.
You know what? She's on the alternate universe where this show is still part of the Arrowverse.
Oh, man. There you go.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We get the return of Lucy Lane, played by the same actress that played her in the first season of Supergirl, but she's a member of a cult.
Yeah. I was going to say the cult with Allie and...
Who's the real main villain of the season.
Yeah.
Because she's one of the versions of Parasite.
Right.
Not the more famous Purple Monster thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, because the Purple Monster guy is like a man usually.
Yeah, not that it matters once he becomes a monster.
I was wondering, and I could be wrong, but so at the beginning of the season, there's like a new general guy taking over the DEO because Lois's father retired. Yeah, I always forget his name. I'm just gonna call him Sam. Okay, I knew it was something easy. I'm gonna call him Gramps.
It's like, it's Mr. Lane to you, boy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh geez, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, Sam. That's right.
Yeah, General Sam Lane.
Right. I thought that guy might have been like actually Parasite from the comics, but I guess he wasn't. He was just some rando.
I was surprised that they gave him, because he was like a dick, and he got more and more of a dick. But then he like realized, oh fuck, I was wrong, and got a little redemptive moment.
Yeah, there's also like, it's weird, a lot happened in this show, and then again it's like, oh yeah, because there was like a lot of episodes compared to like
15.
a lot of these like streaming shows we've been watching where it's like 6. It's like, yeah, this was like double the length.
Yeah.
Triple the length, in fact.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Almost triple the length.
because like, I'm trying to remember, the beginning of the season had like soldiers that were, metahumans
The
or
Superman of America or whatever he was calling them, putting the crest shield on them. But then they all just got killed by Bizarro, except the one.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like the one kid from the first season, I think was part of it and everything.
Tag, I think was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he live? Was he the one that lived?
Yeah, he was the one that lived.
Okay.
The one with the name lived.
Yeah.
The other ones without names died quick, abrupt, and violent deaths at the hands of Bizarro.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this show. But there's a lot of episodes, honestly.
A bunch of characters. Weave a story. Tell a story.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a story that actually has a lot to it, and it doesn't feel like it's stretched too thin or is like too padded out. I feel like they got like the sweet spot for them, because sometimes the shows that go for like 23 episodes with the Arrowverse, some of them were like, okay, this is dragging. Why is this still happening?
Nothing felt like filler for the most part.
No, they don't really do that with this show. It's all just one continuous story, it seems. There's really not like all right, but this week we're taking a quick sidestep to the Kansas City Capitol or whatever, and we're gonna go check out the museum and learn a lesson or whatever crap. I don't know.
Yeah, like even stuff that like normally would annoy me and like superhero shows like this was done pretty well, like the whole subplot with Lana's husband cheating on her and then like them, I guess, being separated and everything. Like I thought that would like get old fast, but I was like, this is actually pretty good and well acted and everything. So
yeah,
like,
I think the only thing I can't even say I bumped into it that much, because I think it worked out pretty well by the end, was the subplot where Jordan's girlfriend cheated on him at camp. And then she kind of got like kind of jerky about it, even though it's like you cheated. But at least at the very end of the season, she's like, I was an asshole. I'm so sorry. You were out there like saving people, protecting your dad's secret identity as Superman, and I was just being a jerk cheating on you at camp.
Yeah.
And I kind of let it slide a little bit because she's a kid. Kids are stupid.
Yeah.
Like if an adult was doing that, I would be annoyed.
Yeah.
If like Lana or like any grown person was doing that, but she's a 15-year-old girl, so it's like, all right, you're an idiot till you're like 25.
Yeah.
Like that's a legitimate thing, I believe. I legitimately think you're an idiot till you're like 25.
Yeah, and the thing with her parents too, like, the dad's like, oh, I'm like really sorry and everything, and like the mom forgives him, but mom's like, we're not going back to normal though after this.
I mean, how can you? It's a very difficult thing. You can't expect someone to get over that, so I'm not surprised that it's left like that. Maybe someday they might end up together, and maybe they just get divorced and she shacks up with Steele or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of hinting towards that a little bit.
Or at least Natalie thought that. She saw her dad talking to a woman.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing, Dad? He's like, I was just helping out. What's going on? I'm confused.
Yeah. I guess like that's another thing too, that the beginning of the show is the whole thing with like Natalie coming to this Earth and being like, why are you friends with Superman?
I mean, she's got to acclimate to a lot. She's on the universe. There's a woman that looks just like her mother, but's not her mother, and she's married to a version of the man that killed her mom. That's a lot to fucking process.
Yeah.
And her reaction is perfectly acceptable considering everything. She's been through a lot of trauma, and also kid, moron.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do like that she builds a fun dynamic with Jordan and John, and I would have liked to have seen a little more of that.
Yeah. I liked also how, Gramps trained Jordan. I literally just forgot his name again. Sam, I think.
Yes.
Okay, Sam.
Oh my, come on.
Yeah, Lois's dad trained Jordan a little bit to use his powers when Superman is in the Bizarro world.
Oh, even before that, where he's just like, no, you're not ready for this kind of stuff. You're a kid.
Yeah.
You're a child. You're an idiot till you're 25.
Yeah. That's the rule. It's like, you can't be a superhero until you can rent a car. That's how it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When did Bruce Wayne become Batman? When he was like 28.
Yeah.
He was gone for 10 years.
He got trained by ninjas in the woods. It's like, I don't see any ninjas, and I sure as hell don't see any woods, because this is Kansas.
This is nothing but farmland, boy.
Yeah. What about corn demons? Those are not real.
It's like, but you told me you fought some as a kid. I was lying.
Yeah.
I was mistaken. I was a kid. I was a moron until I was 25.
That's how it goes. Oh, man. Yeah. So, anyway, we get Jordan learning to use his powers. I keep thinking like they're gonna give John powers, but they never do. And at this point, it's just like, why would you? It's good to have that dynamic of like one brother without the powers.
Yeah, I think it looks like they're going to stick to that.
Yeah.
I suspect that if he actually did any kind of super heroics, it'd be in some kind of Kryptonian weaponry.
Yeah.
Like he would just like
steel suit somehow or whatever.
The crystal suit.
Oh.
That thing that I thought Lex Luthor was going to do in Superman Returns, or at least that's what I thought he should have done. It's like, can you at least fight Superman, please? No,
Yeah.
you're just going to be boring and possibly.
It's like, I made an island that makes you sick.
Okay.
Ha.
Well, in your face, I'm going to throw it into space.
Yeah. Yeah, another interesting thing that is weird, Superman's brother, like, shows up more and more, and it's just like, oh, I guess he's, like, good now, and
they're
got
his,
sort of having, like, a relationship, sort of.
Yeah, he's kind of being Loki-ish, and where he's just like, I guess I'm not so bad.
Yeah. Also, what's up with his prison cell? It's literally just like an armchair and a bookshelf.
Yeah, you'd think that. I think there's a cot, but
where does he poop?
Where does he poop? It reminds me of like the plastic prison in the X-Men movies, where it's just like, okay, I see a couch, I see a chair, there's some books, I don't see a toilet.
Yeah, just go over the side. just go over the side. It's fine. But yeah, it's weird, the red sunlight prison that we see in the show. And also, it's interesting because Bizarro Superman is powered by red sun.
Yes.
And on the Bizarro Earth, it's also a red sun. I do like when some of the other people from the other Earth show up and they shoot them with the red sun weapons. It's like, oh, we're supercharged now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And kryptonite makes them stronger, too. Shit.
Does kryptonite?
Yeah, it works the way that X-kryptonite works on like X-kryptonite like makes people stronger, gives them powers, but X-kryptonite hurts them the way regular kryptonite hurts Superman.
Right.
It's all flipped.
Yeah. It's weird too, like the alternate Earth.
We get a great episode where we spend like a whole lot of time in there learning Bizarro's history and stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing that it looks like he was never Clark Kent. He's just known as Kal-El. He's a public figure. Yeah. He's like a celebrity superhero. He's got his kids, but they're John L. and I guess Jordan L. Jordan is so much more emo.
Yes.
And John L. is a fucking prick.
Yeah.
He's wearing the 90s Superboy costume, though.
They almost seem like they're reality TV stars.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's interesting, too, because, like, the alternate Earth, like the fashion is all like different. Like all the ladies wear like eye makeup and have like super low cut dresses and whatever.
Like we even see Talrow's wedding to Lana, and it's all instead of like it's classy and nice, it's all like punk rock and edgy.
Yeah.
It's like it's a universe of edgelords and punk rockers. It's like that's the dominant form. It's weird.
It's one thing I gotta ask you because I totally forgot. How did Bizarro Superman get his like face all fucked up? He
was overdosing on kryptonite.
Oh.
Because he was trying to like, I guess, stop his world's alley and trying to do it all, and he was just like, I'm not strong enough.
That's
and he just fucked himself up, and he kind of went a little crazy.
Yeah.
And by kinda, I mean he fucking went crazy.
Yeah, he did go crazy.
Especially when his version of Alley basically took over the world.
Yeah, it's pretty insane how early it seems that Bizarro dies in the season.
Yeah, he really felt like he should have maybe been. I thought he was going to come back,
Yeah.
but he didn't.
No.
Once he dies, and that's it.
Yeah, and then like we focus on like Allie, who is Parasite, and I guess her whole plan is she wants to fuse the two Earths together
Because she thinks that'll make them whole. She's wrong.
Yeah. And
But she just keeps going anyway because she's like, I can't stop.
yeah, exactly. So I guess that's more or less like the plot of the show. What were some like things that like really stood out to you in like this season?
I mean, we get that great moment at the end where when the two alleys merge and go full Parasite, they steal all of Superman's strength. And I thought, because throughout the season, even though they didn't do Doomsday, there's a lot of Death of Superman touches throughout. You know, we got a world without Superman when he was like gone for like a month.
Yeah.
And like Steel had to step up. I actually thought he was going to put on like a version of the solar suit.
Huh.
But they were like, nah, we're going to throw him in the sun. Which I'm like, that's also cool.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I think we'll talk about that more for like predictions for season 2. But I thought for sure Steel was gonna get like the Superman S at
I
one
thought
point.
so too. Especially when his suit got like wrecked.
Yeah.
And like, they're basically part of the family.
Yeah.
So I still would like to see that.
Yeah. I think one of the things I really liked in this season was like the evil Jonathan Kent. How he's kind of like tricking them at first, being like, oh, like, yeah, my dad sucks. And like, which he's not lying.
Yeah,
it's like
no.
from his perspective, he's like that.
But he's also still a bastard.
yeah, and he's trying to merge with like, you know,
It
the
was-
John of the regular
Yeah.
Earth.
Man, it was very satisfying to see John L. get that smacked in the face with that hammer.
Yeah.
I love that hammer. That hammer's good.
It is funny that they gave him the ridiculous Superboy suit, though.
I like that suit. I don't know why, I just do. Though it's kind of a hybrid of the three.
It is a hybrid, yeah.
Because he's got like the black t-shirt that Connor is more famous for wearing.
Yeah.
His jacket's more like the classic 90s Superboy, but like it's got a little bit of punk rock to it, kind of like his current outfit.
Yeah, he's got like boots on. He doesn't have leg straps.
No, because why would they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red pants are more punk rock inspired, which is kind of what he's wearing right now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where that came from.
But I thought it was pretty interesting to do like evil Superboy.
I thought it was just neat seeing someone like, all right, we'll figure out a way to make this suit.
Yeah, why not? You know?
I'm like, yeah, I got to see it at least once.
Yeah. I
'Cause-
do wonder if Jordan will ultimately, you know, Jordan more or less will be the Superboy for this shirt. And
I mean, he basically is. He
for
can
the
fly.
show. Yeah. I wonder if they'll just give him like the Connor look where he just wears like the t-shirt.
Maybe, but you know, the problem is, I mean, I don't know if it's how much longer it'll be on for, but Titans has Connor and he's
right.
got that look.
Yeah.
Like maybe you could do a version of the John Kent hoodie suit. I don't know. Would that be too weird on a teenager and not a kid?
I don't know. Like, I like that, though.
Because I don't really care for his like the suit he has when he's older, because it's just like a slightly different Superman costume and it's kind
Yeah.
of boring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But,
I guess what they could do is maybe a riff on the when Superboy like first showed up. He actually does sort of wear like a sort of Superman suit. Like if you look at the figure I have here, like
yeah.
he's wearing like some kind of tight thing. Like maybe you could do like a capeless Superman thing, and maybe John gives him a jacket. Maybe he does do the 90s Superboy look. I don't know. Like I don't think they would do the weird New 52 Superboy suit.
No, I
It's
don't
got
think
it's
so.
like Tron lines and shit.
Yeah, that would be weird.
My guess would be the hoodie. Some
Yeah.
version of the hoodie, at least initially.
Yeah, that's what that would be fine, I guess, like on a teenager. Maybe
Yeah.
like he wears the hood to
Yeah.
like keep his like identity secret.
Yeah,
You know,
Sure.
that would work.
yeah.
You know, like a more teenage version of the John Kent little kid suit, I guess.
More or less.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd have a cape. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But
I mean, this is where like the Smallville not quite Superman suits work.
yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think like if there was any other like big moments in the show we should talk about, because I mean the final fight is pretty interesting. With Allie trying to merge the two Earths, and it's kind of taking place in that like void dimension or like world between worlds
Yeah,
type of thing.
Kind of neat. Plus, everything's going chaos. People are popping in and out of reality.
Yeah, between the two Earths,
Yeah.
and like all the people from like the bizarre Earth are all like devoted to the alley religion, and they're like, we're gonna become whole and stuff.
Yeah.
But
And everyone else is like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah, and I guess you mentioned the thing with like, you know, Superman's brother throwing him into the sun.
Yeah.
And I think next season they might do, like, because I don't know. It seems like all these CW shows are kind of getting canceled or ending because, like, we hear Warner Brothers wants to sell the CW.
They're going to retain a controlling percentage. They're still going to make shows for the network, just like CBS is going to.
Yeah.
It's not, they're going to be probably a bit more stringent about the shows they retain.
That's true. But, like, I could see, like, maybe season 3 might be the last season, and...
I hope not.
I hope not either, but Superman did get thrown into the sun. I'm like, are they going to do All-Star Superman for, like, the last season?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do a riff on it where, like, he does get sick because of it, and then they got to, like, oh, we got to
Like, he's, like, supercharged.
And they got to save his life.
Yeah.
And because it'll be a TV show that would hopefully get renewed.
I hope so, because there's a lot of cool stuff they can do.
Brainiac!
Yeah.
Excuse me. I don't know where that came from.
Well, yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, they could totally do, like, a riff on it where he is dying as a consequence of it and, you know, have a happy ending where he doesn't, you know, die.
Yeah.
Or get stuck in the sun forever.
That's true.
Because he's not technically dead.
Yeah, that's right.
He's still technically in there, I think. And
yeah.
He shows... Because it's actually like a reference to like the DC 1 million where Superman's just in the sun.
Yeah.
Like he's not technically dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting though because you know, we get the whole thing of Diggle showing up but then being like Superman's our one and only hero in this world and everybody's like, what does that mean?
It means that this show, despite being developed and promoted and claimed to be part of the Arrowverse, is not part of the Arrowverse.
Which, at this point, it's like, well, there's only, like, one other Arrowverse show left.
Well, until that happened, there was 2.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings on it.
Okay.
On one hand, I'm glad that they don't have to deal with any of the bullshit left behind by Supergirl.
Yeah.
So good for them, and I absolutely understand not wanting to be tied down to any of their continuity or whatever the hell they did to other Superman villains. On the other hand, it was just like, I was, you know, watching those things since like 2012 and just like all of a sudden there's just like, wait, there's just one show left in this universe because Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow were taken out back and shot old Yeller style?
Yeah. You know, there's a few things I would like from the Arrowverse to carry over into the Superman show. Like, if, you know, this show does continue, if you're going to do Lex Luthor, get the guy from Supergirl, because that guy was great.
Yeah, he's down to do it, too.
Yeah.
He would like to play an even darker version of Luthor.
And, like, honestly, like, I know, like, Supergirl, I didn't really like that show that much, but I wouldn't mind seeing Supergirl show up on this show.
They've talked about, like, you know, that maybe if Supergirl showed up, that maybe she'd be played by somebody else.
Okay.
I mean, I think they'd keep their options open.
Yeah.
Who knows? But she's not there. She's not out there.
Yeah.
Nobody's out there. Oliver Queen was out there. He might be dead. Who knows? Like, apparently they basically retconned Diggle's lines from last year as like, yeah, there's other vigilantes out there, but none of them had powers except Superman, I guess. So maybe Batman's out there.
Yeah.
Green Arrow we know is out there.
Well, I guess, didn't they imply that before, like, we got this... Because we got the Tyler Hoechlin Superman back in Supergirl.
All the way back in the second season, yes.
And didn't they imply that, like, this Superman, like, already knew Batman?
They implied, yeah, that there was several lines of dialogue throughout both, I think even in Batwoman, that Batman and Superman had a history.
Yeah.
Both pre- and post-crisis.
But I guess now, like, they don't really have to, like, you know, mention that stuff, because it's just like, well, it's just Superman, because, like, let's face it, there's no way we're going to be able to use Batman for some reason. So
yeah, but man, imagine the
kind of lame, but whatever.
Bruce Wayne showing up at the Kent farm with Damian. Come on,
that's what I want. Like, that would be so good.
Oh man, imagine Damian snarking at Jordan and John. You're like, what the hell's wrong with you? It's like, wait, he has powers, you don't. So does that mean you suck?
I can imagine
Just being all blunt and dickish.
I would love Damien to show up, and he's like a little bit younger, and Jordan and John are like, "What is up with this kid? Why does he have a samurai sword with him? Like he's like a total little like edgelord, and like thinks he's like so in charge of everything."
He's been raised that way by
Yeah.
a cult of ninjas.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty funny.
Yeah, that'd be fun to see.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd ever get to see that though, which is
No.
a shame.
No, at least not in live action, but
You're making that animated movie, which looks fun.
yeah, totally. And that looks cool. Yeah, you know, they finally are doing an intergang. It's something I've been saying from like Supergirl.
I mean, we
like,
had a bit of intergang in the first season.
That's true.
But now we're gonna get a lot of intergang.
Yeah.
It seems.
It's weird that they're the main villain, because like I only just wanted them to be like,
To be fair,
they probably won't be.
no.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be a major thing, but there'll be something else. I don't know, because there'll have to be something that Superman could fight.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if that means like Apocalypse.
I do like that they're tied into the death of this Earth's freaking John Henry Irons, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
That was an interesting bit of sizzle New Diggle brought to us.
Yeah.
Hey, New Diggle, did you accept the Green Lantern ring? Please? I need a version of somebody with a Green Lantern ring.
Yeah, there is no Green Lantern.
Shut up. He mentioned a box. I don't understand. Choices that they've made.
What's in the box?
Nothing. Nothing was in the box.
Yeah. I do wonder though, you know, Intergang season 2, you know, Intergang usually is connected to Apocalypse. I don't think they would do like Darkseid, but
I don't think they had the budget for it.
part of me is like, do Granny. Like, have Granny show up, have her try to like brainwash Jordan.
If you do Granny, you have to eventually do Darkseid.
You can just like allude to him, but
I know, but you can only do that for so long. Eventually, you got to show that Darkseid.
I guess that's true.
Eventually, he's got to show up and be all like, my
Smallville-
Omega beams.
Smallville to Darkseid.
I know, and it sucked.
I know it did. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll just be Intergang and maybe
Brainiac?
Yeah, or Lex Luthor.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'll take Lex Luthor in a power suit.
Yeah.
I want Brainiac.
We'll see, you know, like there's a lot of things that they could do. I will say the guy that plays Superman, Tyler Hoechlin, is great.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
lady that plays Lois Lane is really good.
And they both play off each other fantastically.
Yeah, it would be a shame if the show did kind of get cut short, but it really depends on like if season 3 is like satisfying enough. It's just like, you know what, this is all we need, but
I don't know. I mean, I feel like even if like the CW like implodes, I feel like there's a strong chance that the HBO Max be like, just put this over here.
yeah,
We need content. Our Green Lantern show is still not on the air yet, so we need some superhero shows, and
Yeah.
we'll take that one.
maybe they'd reamp it or something. Like,
Well, they would definitely increase the budget, and
Yeah.
then you could get Darkseid.
I mean, honestly, like I would rather see like something like Manchester Black or
I mean,
like
I-
you said, Brainiac.
I mean, I would love to we talked about this before a bunch of
Yeah.
times. I would love to see a riff on the what's so funny about truth, justice, and the American way. I would love to see that speech in live action.
Yeah.
Just word for word that speech. You don't have the the content beforehand could be a little different. It's fine. But that speech, that great speech,
Yeah.
it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot more interesting Superman villains without really going into like the New Gods, I guess.
Yeah, because they're not really Superman villains.
Yeah. But I don't know. Who knows where the show will go? You know, maybe Steel will finally get the Superman S.
That'd be nice.
Part of me wants him to have the cape too. I don't know why, but I just think it would be cool.
Because it completes the look.
Yeah.
It'd look less like a Doom guy.
He really does look like a Doom guy or like a Halo soldier or whatever.
More like the Doom guy, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You and your live action Halo. This guy watched every episode.
I don't know.
He didn't like it. He kept watching.
I just had to see Master Cheeks in action.
Unbelievable. I mean, whatever. Back to Superman, though. It sucks that the Arrowverse is gone and it's just the Flash, but I just want good stuff. So whatever. If this stands alone, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as it stays a good show. I don't need everything to connect anymore. I had my fill of it from the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
The movies never achieved it in a way that was satisfying.
And let's face it, the Arrowverse kind of had its like big finale already with like Crisis on Infinite
It really did.
Earths.
And then everything just, the shows one by one ended after that.
Yeah.
Because Arrow ended right after that. And then Supergirl and Black Lightning ended. And then, as I said before, Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow got taken out back with a whole bunch of other CW shows, and they all got shot in the head, like Old Yeller.
Yeah, it's like the problem like Marvel had too, where it's like you had Endgame, and like Marvel kind of did get like sort of a stop because of the pandemic, but at the same time, it's like you do something like that, maybe you should do like a hard stop for like 5 years and then come back.
That's too many years to not be making hundreds of millions
Listen,
of dollars.
I know, but it's just like weird, like this like epicness, and then it's just like, see you next week.
It is weird. I do kind of miss, like, the Flash did a variation of a crossover with his like first 5 episodes, but it wasn't the same as like Elseworlds and Invasion and Earth X.
Yeah.
That was a fun annual thing that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. But I guess that's it for.
And I was kind of hoping that Superman and Lois would cross over with the Flash just because I wanted to see the race.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to happen in an episode of Superman and Lois. It could have just happened in an episode of the Flash. I mean, I guess they could still do that. He could just pretend he's the Superman from the other Earth.
Yeah, I guess keep
it vague to not confuse the normal people.
Yeah.
It's confusing enough as it is.
Yeah, kind of,
Because like Crisis on Infinite Earths literally teed this off with the, I have 2 sons now.
Yeah, all the Earths are merged, and most of them are. Stargirl's over there still.
Well, it hadn't premiered yet. It was fine.
Yeah.
Now there's 3 DC shows on the CW. I'm not counting that Gotham Knights thing that hasn't premiered yet, which that feels like a step backward, doesn't it?
I can't believe they're making that.
I'm happy that it got the reception it did when they dropped their trailer, because everyone was like, what the fuck is this?
Like, it's like, you can't even tell what character this is. This looks like any type of, like, CW show that you're just like, what is this show about? Vampires?
Oh, Batman's dead? Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's the state of the DC Comics TV shows on the CW. The Flash, Superman, Stargirl, and Batman's corpse.
Yeah, and it's just like, hey, which Robin is this? Oh, this is a new character?
It's none of them. I guess Carrie Kelly, but still.
Yeah, that you can't tell is Carrie Kelly.
She doesn't look like Carrie. I mean, they gave her the glasses or something.
Yeah.
Still. It looks terrible.
It's weird. It's a weird thing.
And then nobody watched Naomi.
Yeah. I mean, Gotham Knights in general, it's like, I thought we were done with shows like this.
I thought so too.
Like, it reminds me very much of Birds of Prey, like
the
original show.
Like, from the bygone era.
Yeah.
This is the era where you actually have to put people in costumes.
Yeah. God damn it.
Seriously. None of that shit. Like, no more crap like Smallville where he's not Superman. We got Superman now.
Yeah.
Up and away.
Yeah.
All that good shit.
No more the blur.
Yeah. It's Superman. He wears the suit, he flies, he saves people, and he's nice.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things I like about this version of Superman. He's so nice. He's a good Superman.
Yeah.
I would love to see him fight Homelander.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'm just saying, that's the dream scenario. It's like, nothing's been able to stop Homelander. It'd be nice if Superman just showed up and beat the shit out of this guy.
That would be...
While giving him a lecture the entire time.
It'd be insane.
Never happened.
Yeah.
But it will in my dreams.
Well, I guess that's it for the Out of Touch podcast for this week. Thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Rest in peace, Arrowverse?
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, Legends and Batwoman, well, Legends in particular, that was a mercy killing. I'm not... Yeah. It was. Sue me.